What's up, guys? Wasn't going to turn my channel into an audio channel, but it's kind of what I've been doing lately. Plus, it's my day off, so I do whatever I want. Anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about this one specifically. Now, I've got an 8-inch sub in my car, and I've been kind of running through amps trying to figure out which one is the best for me by trying to stay budget friendly. And I started with this JL250, and it sounded great, but the sub's RMS is 500. This is only half, so I was like, well, I have more room. I need to go bigger. So then I moved to the Sundown 1000, and I like the amp. I like the size, I like how it looks, but it's a little picky with voltage for your inputs. And because I'm using a RCA line out converter, which is real friendly for the JL amps, the Sundown doesn't like it. So it was actually producing, even though it says 1,000, for me it was producing less than 250, verified by DMM. So then I moved on to this one, SSL 1500, which is obviously more than I need. Knowing that it's a cheap amp, you already know that it's not going to put that out. Didn't want to get it. Reviews online says that it's a decent amp. It even claims engineered in USA, even though you know that's bullshit. But anyway, I think it was like 120 bucks. Went ahead and gave it a shot. Yeah, don't waste your time, don't waste your money. What a piece of crap. A couple things I do like. It's got a lot more adjustments than all the other amps do. If you look at the physical size, they tell you you get what you pay for, and size doesn't mean anything. Both of those apply to this. You can see it's by far the biggest amp here. This small JL, you can see that it's 500 watts, which this is a class D, so the JL like to compress their wattage in small packages, where you can see this is a class AB, so it's much larger even though it's half the wattage. Sundown's pretty good. It's the same. They compress a lot of power into a small package. This thing is massive. So, you know, most people, oh yeah, it's probably 1500 watts. Well, one thing, this is also the only amp of the bunch that has a fuse. All the other ones have internal fuses. So if you look at the fuse, can't really see that. It's only 30 amps. So typically what you do is you take your fuse amps times 10, it gives you your wattage, which is about 300 watts. And I kind of verified this puts out maybe about 150, maybe about half of that. And that's turned all the way up. So that's your first sign. If you've only got one fuse here, avoid like the plague. The other thing, let's talk about these connections here. Is this 1980 or what is going on with this? Honestly. Or, you know, every other amp you look at, it's got these nice inputs that you can slide some fat wire in. What are you going to put in there? Like a 24 gauge wire? And even worse, like a number 2 screwdriver. Doesn't even fit them. They're just trash. Like, I can't even complain about that anymore. One other thing I don't like about the SSL, so it comes with a remote wire, which is awesome. Here's the problem with it. The wire is actually built into the controller. So let's say you already have one of these wires ran into your car and you're swapping amps. Most of them, all of them, like the Sundown for example, can't really see that. The wire just plugs into the back. So if you're already wired, then all you have to do is change your control knob, because all of these damn wires are the same. They're the same. The only difference is the control box. So if you're going to or from an SSL, you're screwed into wiring this entire thing in there. And not only that, when you're actually using this, it only adjusts about 70% of your gain. It doesn't actually turn it all the way down when you turn it down. It's just trash. Literally trash. Pretty much I think that's all I got. But yeah, big surprise. The JL 500 of the whole bunch is definitely the winner, at least for my application. If I had a more wattage input, this would be a much better amp to go with, but I don't, so this is awesome. So if you're gonna get anything out of this video, if you have no money and you're a beginner and you're just trying to get something going, no. Go to Walmart and get a Boss. Trash amps, the Boss are, but they're still better than these, and they're cheaper. And that's all I got.